Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bean Squad channel. This is the Beans in the Pod podcast. It's been a week since we haven't done one since we've been working a lot on other videos, but we have some special guests for us today. For the first time ever, the sixth Bean is finally here. Mr. What's your name?
Jose, the blue bean, which is perfect because I'm wearing a blue flannel, so it works out.
Dark blue bean, yeah. And another special guest, special friend of ours, Mr. Nate Dogg, a.k.a.
The gay bean.
True. We'll have to make a bean for you that's colorful, I guess. I don't know how to... What the fuck? Yeah. Lisa's over there. Fuck that bitch. Okay, well, just kidding. Yeah, Lisa hasn't been on a pod in a while either.
That's what I'm in from.
Yeah, so how's it going, guys? What do you like to say about yourselves?
Want to go first? Want me to go first?
You can go first if you like.
How's it going, guys?
Anything you want to plug? Anything you're doing in life right now?
So there's nothing I'd say crazy new other than got a new job. So that's pretty cool.
New job. Yes.
Yeah. They're restructuring my old job, so got a new one.
Yeah.
It's their friendly way of saying everybody's getting laid off pretty much.
Yeah, we're all working boys here.
Right.
We're not making money off this YouTube shit. We're just here to have fun.
Vibing, yeah. So that's pretty much everything. All that's new. Also got another job, so I guess I got two of them, and I'm also a firefighter.
Saving lives.
That's right.
Wee woo.
That's pretty much like big news. That's new for me, but
I don't know if you can talk about too much about that, but if so, we'll have to ask some deeper questions later.
Sure.
What about you, Nate Dogg?
So not too much going on. Literally.
I see you're a Lowe's pro.
I am a Lowe's pro.
I don't know if they can see that on the camera, but
Hopefully not.
these are whole pro. All right. What do you guys? How do you guys know us? How do you guys know each other?
Like the whole Bean Squad?
How do we get to know each other? I guess. Like, well, I mean, obviously you and me are cousins.
Right,
They know that maybe.
Fam.
I don't know if they do, but
Well, we all went to pre-K together, so.
damn.
I'd say we pretty much
Pre-K?
all grew up together in the.
I forgot we went to pre-K. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys remember the teacher,
No.
Mrs. I don't know our main teacher, but I remember Mrs. Fuck, how's her name go? Samaraka. Remember her?
I should know.
Mrs. Samaraka was like the old bitch that would like yell at us at like recess or whatever.
She was a bitch.
You
She
actually
was
remember?
a straight up bitch.
You remember her?
Yeah, hell yeah. She got me in trouble a lot.
Yeah, I remember. Oh man, I forgot how she looked exactly. I just remember like an old bitch that had like gray hair and shit.
Old, white,
And-
gray hair.
Yeah, every time I fucking like recess, there was these three guys. Well, they're little boys at the time, but that me, Irving, and Jose would always like get into fights with. Not like real fights, but just like arguments and shit. And she would always come up and like separate us and shit, and she would always get us in trouble. And I'm not saying anything, like racism or whatever, but I mean,
The Beans got in trouble only.
the Beans got in trouble, the Bean Squad. But yeah, that's the only thing I remember from fucking pre-K.
Yeah. I do remember like seeing that. There's a picture out there too that kind of shows everybody.
Oh
I briefly
yeah,
remember,
that's right.
too. I don't. It's out there somewhere that I see him, but
Yeah, I think Anais has it or something. Sorry, I dropped her name. Don't flame me, Edgar. I think Edgar, does he listen to the pod?
I don't know. I think he might actually.
He asked me once, like, hey, when am I going to be in the pod? And I'm like, shit, he listens to this shit? I already talked shit about him like 3 times.
God.
Oh, man. But, shit, what else? Like, we weren't really that much of friends for a while. Like, we went back and forth, I think.
Yeah.
There was moments where you, like, we, like, separated, but then I remember one time we randomly slept over at your house. But that was, like, what, junior high? Early junior high or late?
Right.
And then after that, we wasn't really hanging out with you that much. And then again in high school. But we gotta talk about that night at your house. Do you remember anything about it?
Was that where we set the tent up outside?
Yeah.
And then my mom started telling ghost stories about
Exactly, yeah, that's
some
what-
possessions or some shit, and then we all just like stayed inside
Wait,
the house.
who was with us though? Because for some reason I remember Johnny being there.
Johnny was there, yeah, and I think Demo too.
Demo. I don't even fucking remember that dude being there. I remember Johnny because he was also telling stories of like that he heard about ghosts and shit. But yeah,
his scary stories are actually really fucking freaky too.
they are. I don't know if it was your story or his, but it was probably his because I don't think do you go to Texas at all or Mexico?
Texas, yes. Fuck Mexico.
I think he was telling a story about Mexico. Like there was like this bat demon type dude that was chasing him or
Bro,
some shit.
I remember that shit too. It was
And I'm like,
on the barn or some shit.
yeah. Oh fuck, dude. I still have nightmares about that. No, I'm just kidding. Your stories were really, really fucked up later, but the one that really freaked me out that night was the one that your mom was telling about. She was sleeping on a bed or something, and she felt like poking in her back, and then she felt like it was kind of on her side, going up and forth. And she said that she felt like somebody was cutting the bed into like the shape of her body or whatever. And I guess it was one of the dolls that she had or something. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, it was like a doll under her bed or some shit.
Low key, I was like already like scared halfway, and I wanted to stop hearing it, so I was slowly closing my ears like this. Even though I don't think that helps that much, to be honest. But yeah, I remember that night. Who else was there? Edgar? Was Edgar there at all?
I don't know, but I feel like maybe Irving or Bruno.
Oh yeah, it was a bunch of us.
There's a lot.
Where the hell was I at that time?
You were there too.
You were there, weren't you?
I don't remember.
I feel like I remember you there. Unless I don't know, because I feel like I wasn't even that like close to Nathaniel. It was only because it was like you guys were more friends or something. I don't know. Maybe you and Johnny were more friends or something.
Honestly, I don't even know. That was a long time ago.
I know.
Honestly, it feels like a lifetime ago, man. That's
Can
crazy.
barely remember
That's true.
yesterday.
But where do we come from? What streets do we come from?
We're the
The
Vista
trailer park.
villains. The Vista villains.
Don't look that up. But yeah, we come from the streets of Vista, where all the action was, all the gang shit, the night riders
Night Rider.
versus. Oh, dude, there's something I wanted to bring up. Do you guys remember? I think it was me, Luis, like little skinny ass Luis Castaneda, Everardo, and Edgar. I don't know, a bunch of us. And I think Edgar or Johnny was getting a fight with you.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Do you remember that story? You want to finish it?
Yeah, so all I remember was I think it was Crystal.
What the fuck?
I do another name drop here. I think
might have
Johnny
to
was
put-
really like into her, trying to get with her and shit. I don't know. I think I said something. He just got like mad offended. I'm like, bro, you're dumb. Give no game or something like that. And he just got pissed.
Bro, you're cheesy or something like that.
It was stupid. And then he took it really personal. So it was like Johnny, all of you guys, y'all had like baseball bats and sticks and shit.
Did we?
Yeah, it was. I remember this shit clearly.
I remember
It was so fucking funny. It was so fucking funny.
Yeah, I do remember.
And they're like, we're still friends with you, but we got to be on Johnny's side because he's stronger than you.
Yeah, I was gonna say something like that. Like,
That's how it pretty much went down. And then I had Alex, and then Demo was just like kind of hopping back and forth because it's Demo. So
yeah, I remember not really caring about it, like just kind of being there, like, oh shit, something's gonna happen, you know, like we're gonna watch a fight or something go down or something. But then we all got scared because you said you're gonna bring your brother.
yeah, no, I went into the trailer and got like a random cell phone that didn't work, and I'm like, I'm gonna call Zeke. And then after I said that, everybody just fucking dipped out the park. So
Yeah, we were scared of Zeke because he's like way older and I don't know, I just thought he was like gangster or something. We thought he was dangerous.
He was a dangerous guy.
That was one of the funniest like moments.
It's kind of funny now because like we know Zeke and he's actually cool. So
yeah, honestly,
looking back, it's like, dang, bro, we were scared for nothing.
it was bad that I had to use him as like my defense. Like,
Well, I feel like he would defend you though, like hard. Wouldn't he?
honestly, he would. If I did call him, he would show up and like he
That's
would have fought
probably why.
everybody.
That's probably why we were so scared. But even like Everardo especially,
Oh yeah, he was like crying. I remember that.
he was like fucking like super scared, like crying. Like he wanted to go home. We were trying to make him not to go home.
I remember because he lived across, like in that trailer park or
Like,
whatever,
the way end.
and we were over at Marco Bean's place, and he had to go all the way across the other side. He was
it's like
like
opposite
running,
ends.
crying.
And we were chasing after him. Wait, what the fuck? We need you. We need all the men we can get. That was a good moment.
That's classic.
That is classic.
Yeah, we just had a lot of moments in Vista Villa Park. I'm trying to remember more like really good ones, but besides that, it was just mostly just hanging out at the park, the middle. There was like a park in the middle of Vista Villa. That's where we all fucking like gathered and did our business.
Was it you guys that were out like playing soccer in the field by the what is it, the car dealership? You ever seen that girl come out of the cornfield? Y'all remember that shit or no?
You just triggered like a memory that I just forgot I had.
Right.
It was creepy. I wasn't there, but I just remember you guys saying like she came out the cornfield. She was like wearing white and she had like blood on her. Or some shit.
I don't think I remember seeing her, but I remember somebody saying something about it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know who it was. Maybe I was around there, but I just didn't see it. It was one of those things that was kind of like urban myths or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you remember anything like that?
No, not really, honestly.
It must have been like one of the dumb little kids that think that stuff.
Just
Like
seeing shit.
It was probably like a Narda story or something.
Fucking Narda.
God, yeah, her stories were.
Hate that bitch. Fucking Narda. She scared me so much. I recently sent her like a Instagram reel or whatever.
Yeah.
Like we all had that one cousin that would fucking like tell us the stupidest, greatest stories to keep us up in there or something. I don't know. And I was like definitely her, so I sent her. Yeah.
She had some funny moments.
Fuck, dude. She had terrible moments. She
was crazy.
She scarred me as a kid.
I'm just like looking back at it, dude. It's just funny some of the stuff she would do. Like when we were walking down one of the roads, just chanting stuff at this guy.
Yeah, we were there that one.
Yeah. I was like, what the heck is going on?
No, because she had told us like a scary story of like Leona beforehand. She would say like, oh, if she catches you, like she'll start crying, and then she'll make you start crying. So we saw her coming down from the road. Me, Marco, I guess a bunch of us were there, and she just started looking at this guy like, "Hi, mis hijos." I'm like, scared shit out of me. Do you remember any Narda stories? I don't know why we just randomly started talking about Narda. Dropping her name. And shit.
I do remember for Marco's quince practice.
Oh god.
And she was really intense.
What did you do? She was just like
we were just like not focusing. Like it was hard to have all of us in a room and like pay attention.
She just started getting super mad.
Yeah, and so me and Marvella were like, we already know the dance, and she's like, well then fine, fucking Marvella and Nathaniel, you do the dance by yourselves since you guys already know it.
Meanwhile, I was crying in the back with Weasel.
And Bobo.
Fuck Bobo.
Fuck Bobo.
Oh my.
Bobo.
Nobody.
That it's like that little raccoon.
It was like a little doll I had. I fucking brought it with me on a fucking school trip. I had this little doll or whatever that my ex girlfriend got me or something. And I don't know why the fuck I brought it. I just thought it was a little cool little stuffed animal. I put it in my pocket, my jacket pocket, and somebody fucking caught me having it. So they fucking made fun of me for the rest of my life.
Till this day.
No, I don't know what the fuck it was. Some like random ass dude from school that Marco and Sam and them would hang out with. And he saw me have like a little doll here. And he fucking just called it out in front of everybody. He's like, dude, why you have like that stuffed animal there? I'm like, fucking bitch, the fuck up. Pistol whip your ass. No, I'm kidding, but. And then, yeah, ever since then, nobody let me down or let me live it down.
I'm pretty sure there's a China card that's like you and Bobo at the movies.
Yeah, fucking. Shit, do you want to explain what China is?
China cards, yeah, Jesus.
So China was a game we invented where you'd get index cards and you would just like draw or write the most random shit, and every round you would choose the funniest card.
Yeah.
And
honestly, now that I think about it, it's pretty much like, what's that game called? The Black Against Humanity or whatever. Cards Against Humanity. Yeah. We honestly, we pioneered that shit. We should have like trademarked it.
True that.
Because it's pretty much the same thing except you write your own. Actually, we could still do it because it's different still. Like you draw your own funny thing, pick it in a card, put it in a pile, and pick the funniest. Because that's all that Black Cards Against Humanity fucking can't fucking Cards Against Humanity is pretty much you just pick the funniest one.
Yeah, they did what? Black China after that? Remember Black China?
Yeah, Black China was a little extreme.
That was too hard.
They got people hurt a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
That's like Cards Against Humanity if you wanted someone to commit suicide or some shit. Yeah, that was just like the fucking
bad times.
Luckily, we all like knew each other and we were pretty close, so we knew that we weren't gonna get hurt, even though some people still did. Do you remember who got the hurtiest?
I don't remember who got the most.
I think I know someone that did, but I don't know if you guys.
You gotta have a pretty tough skin to play that game too, because I mean it's basically just attacking like your most insecurities.
Yep.
And stuff like that, or just personal stuff in general that you're like, whoa, it's a little too far. But
Yeah.
so it's the whole point of the game.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even remember what mine was because it wasn't Bobo. That was like just weak shit. Must have been like
your signature or what?
no. What was the one that people put for me for like Black China? It must have been something like I think it was like my mom caught us having sex or something.
Oh shit.
Something like that. That was like recent at the time. No, wait, was it?
I think there's like a Skype sex one too with you.
Skype sex, the fuck,
or something like
I
that.
never did that. Fuck, I don't know.
There's a lot of them.
I don't know if those were Black China cards though. Black China's like super deep.
Yeah.
The one that I remember getting the most about her, and I'm gonna drop his name. He listens to the pod, but Irving. He was one of those kids that could dish it but could take it or whatever. And we made a Black China about his like face, pizza face or whatever, because he used to have a lot of this back then. He's good now, but and he got fucking hard. It's like what the fuck? The hell is this shit? And he left or something. I don't know. Because everybody, every time we told him about the China cards, they would be like so into it, like, oh yeah, I'll join. Let's do it, thinking that they would be fine. Whatever.
And they were not.
Fucking like, bro, are you ready?
Tear them up.
What funniest China cards now that you can think of?
Jose had one where it was the dead fly China card. And he just taped a dead fly to a card.
As soon as you said Jose had one, I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna be the fly one.
It's gonna be the fly one.
How the fuck did you find that shit?
I don't even remember, bro. I remember just.
It's like,
Yeah, I don't know. We were all making our cards or whatever, and it just.
That was funny. You came up to me and you're like, hey, do you have a piece of tape?
oh yeah, I remember that.
I was like, I think so.
Yeah,
That card was
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
legendary.
I feel like you were like, shit, what the hell should I write? So you can't think of anything, and then you saw fly.
Just had to
Perfect.
put it on there. It's kind of funny too, because like I remember you had saved all the cards like in your briefcase where we had. Like years later, and then we pulled it out and that fucking thing and stuff.
It's still there.
That's kind of
Still there.
Damn,
It probably still is there, honestly.
super fucking dried up and shit.
Yeah.
It's a delicacy now. One of the ones I remember flapping for some reason, like Sergio, Fat Sergio.
Oh my god.
He fucking wrote like a random one that was like bucket, fuck it.
Suck it.
We all started fucking laughing. We'll have to bring out the China cards sometime
Show 'em.
later.
Yeah.
Play like a little round or whatever.
There's a lot of good ones. Don Pepin's Lost Condom. The Blue Eyes White Penis. The Manos de la Muerte.
Bro, there's a lot of funny ones now that I kind of remember.
A lot
Shake That
inside
Ass
jokes.
Mr. Bendix.
If somebody else saw those cards, they'd be like, "What the fuck is all this?"
They wouldn't understand
like-
at all.
Super inside joke type of shit. Yeah, that was a good one. I have some topics that we could go over. Unless you guys have anything else that you want. There's just stuff that I wanted to bring up in case we're gonna talk about it, but then we also have like regular topics. So, you guys remember the movie we tried making?
Safe Before Midnight.
The very
Safe
first
till,
one?
safe till midnight. Safe till midnight.
Safe Till Midnight.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember reading parts of the script for that one too.
Well, I think I tried making you guys read the scripts for like line practice and shit,
Right.
and nobody would read it and be like, we got this. We just have to like fucking keep doing this thing. You just have to give us the lines beforehand or whatever. Yeah, I remember me and Nathaniel like sat down one day in your house for some reason. Do you remember it was like his outside backyard or whatever? He had like a bench or something.
At the house by Casey's?
No, it was like his trailer in the Sevilla. It was like, I don't know, it was like right in front of like you can see the park from there or whatever. Anyways, we sat down and we had like a little notebook and we're like, we're just gonna sit down right now and like write the whole thing, basically. And we just went back and forth and started like writing the shit. And we were gonna try making it with like everybody. We wrote everybody into the script. Do you remember what you guys' names were? Actually, you were kind of in and out. Like we didn't know who to put you as, so we had you for a couple characters. But you remember your name?
I honestly don't.
All right, so your name was Brock.
Brock.
Yeah, I think it's because you look like Brock.
The Chinese eyes.
Pokemon,
The Pokemon. Marco was Randy. Fernando was Johnny.
God, white names. All white
I know. I don't know why.
We wrote that terribly.
Leon. Wait, was it Leon or Leo? Leo was me.
Leo. I remember that.
Fuck, I forgot who. I think that was it, wasn't it? Me, you, Fernando. Oh, and Luis Castaneda.
think we even
Oh,
had-
Luis Castaneda was Randy. No, wait. I'm stupid. I forgot. You know what? I can just pull it up right here.
You got it right here.
I think I have it, to be
You
honest.
saw the script? Damn.
we literally filmed like one scene, and then after that we called it quits because we couldn't stop laughing or saying this. And all it was just walking down the street like together and
Honestly,
talking, and it was just not working out.
Already a fail.
Because we had a scene. We were going to film a scene in like in front of your house, your old trailer. And then we were going to move to the woods, like in the backside of Vasilla. And we started like maybe like 1 or 11 or like 12 or 1. And we took so long that by the time we got to that place in the back, it was fucking dark time. And we couldn't see anything in the camera anymore. That's how long we fucking took to do that first scene.
Just the first.
Where we're just walking down the street to the woods.
That was the first.
It took forever.
The whole day.
Damn, I don't think I have it actually.
That's funny.
Oh wait, I do have it. Oh my god, this is gonna be a trip because I haven't seen this and shit for forever. Oh yeah, Bruno's gonna be in the first scene where he dies right away with somebody else. I forgot who it was.
Because he didn't want to be in the movie that long, so he wanted to like.
Carlos was Lisa's name, and he was supposed to be like the creep. And yeah, this is everybody here. Eddie, who the fuck's Eddie? Never mind, Lisa's Eddie. Carlos is gonna be your character.
Nice.
Remember we made you like look back and say like see you or whatever. Remember that line?
I kind of do a little.
And then I was like,
I kind of do remember that actually.
yeah, that was the one scene we filmed with you.
But we never got to it, did we?
No, we did. We filmed you doing that. You're like, see ya. And then I was like,
Yeah, I actually do remember that shit.
yeah, I probably still have it somewhere. Oh, fuck, I said the P word. Somewhere in the fucking old video stash that I have. I'll have to dig that up one day. We had a lot of good moments like that in our lives. I mean, I guess I could kind of talk about what it was about. It was basically just like, there's like a witch or like a, you know what? We'll put it like in our docs, Bean Squad docs, because it's kind of a long story. There was one part that I wrote that I wanted to, fuck, I don't know if I should drop her name. Do you guys know Mad, and then stop the rest. Mike Ner. I'm just gonna say
Yes.
Mike.
Oh yeah.
I'll beep it out later. We were kind of like talking to her a little bit at the time, and I think you might have told her about the movie or something, and she was like, "Oh, interested or whatever." So I wanted to write a scene where her character like kissed or something, made out or whatever.
Damn.
And I'm like, shit, I'm gonna write this shit, and then she's gonna have to be forced to do it. It's so fucking stupid.
Classic.
God.
And obviously never
Isn't there
happened.
kind of already a movie like that where like he does it like Gordon Levitt with Scarlett Johansson, who he like writes the whole script and
Yeah,
he's like a
he did write it.
He's like a
Don
sex
John?
addict with her.
I think it's Don John,
Yeah, which makes kind of funny.
but he wrote it because he wanted to be with Scarlett Johansson.
Right. Well, no, I'm just saying like it's kind of made it funny because
Oh yeah, I probably did, to be honest. Like shit, I'm gonna have Scarlett Johansson.
some correlation.
Yeah, we'll have that up sometime. The other topic I had was this could be kind of a long one. Is Sam Skinsa. I feel like there's a lot of good moments there.
Didn't
I'm trying to remember that.
Andrew Sanchez fight some white kid? Or was that at Marvella's?
That was at the actual Kinsta. I just meant like Sam's whole like Kinsta experience from the start to the beginning or to the end. But yeah, I don't know who that was, but I don't think I saw it. I think I saw the aftermath. No, was it a white kid? Because I thought he fought like Luis or something.
Oh,
at
actually,
one
yeah,
point.
you're right.
Yeah, I remember that.
Was it like a physical fight or like a dance battle fight?
I
'Cause
think-
he does that a lot.
That's true. It could have been a dance fight. But I don't think Luis dances. He seems too serious for that shit. Yeah, it was just a regular fight, I guess. Probably just like holding each other, like regular, like all the kids' fights are. But I saw the aftermath of that. Everybody was like a commotion and all that shit. What the hell's going on? Yeah, Sam Skeen said more. That was like, I think that was like a kind of like a turning point in my young adult life or like young teen life.
You think so?
Because I don't have like memories. I don't have conscious memories of myself back then. Like I don't really like. But then when I started thinking of that, I started thinking of life more like open. You know, I started meeting new people and shit. Because I was pretty like, how do you say it? Like in a bubble back then. You remember that?
Introverted.
Antisocial?
Antisocial, introverted, weird fuck. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And Sam Skinsa kind of brought me out
Or that shell.
of that little shell.
don't really remember Sam's Quince, to be honest.
Were you in? You weren't in it, were you?
Were you guys in it?
Yeah, I mean, we were in it.
I don't think I was.
Yeah, I remember the dance was like Tiempo de Waltz, then it turned into like Evanescence out of nowhere, and then
was
Lady
that
Gaga.
Sam's?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my god, that was terrible.
Sounds kind of like a pretty fire mashup, actually.
it wasn't bad.
At the time, it wasn't.
At the time, it was. Yeah, true.
I mean, looking back, it's more like funny. Like, holy shit, we got a movie like that. But yeah, that was when I first like became friends with Sam. Because back then, I just saw him as like the weird fat little kid that hung out with Marco.
Marco's friend. That's kind of how I met him.
Because I wasn't even supposed to be in the Quince. I think Luis Castaneda was supposed to be in the Quince, but he quit. Because I don't know, he just thought it was dumb or something. And then you guys or somebody forced me to be in it. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll be in it. Because I was tired of being in Quince. I remember. And that was also when I met all the Otana kids. And I remember.
That's right.
I remember one of the ways you guys convinced me to be in it was I remember Nathaniel was like, dude, you gotta come see at least the practice because you gotta see all these Otana people. They're also fucking annoying. There's this one little short one that's like named Cynthia or whatever. and she's like, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta meet this. And there's this other one that I won't even really mention, to be honest, but it was terrible. All the Otana kids.
Crimson Chin, or I don't know.
Yeah. What?
Oh my god.
No, it wasn't a chin, it was a jaw. but yeah, that.
Yikes, man.
Here we go.
I was like, holy shit. And then I went finally to meet him, to go see it. The first practice I went to was just to watch. You guys all do it, and you guys were all, it was all exactly how you described it.
Where'd you guys have practice at?
Probably Sam's, right? Sam's.
I don't remember. I think so, yeah.
Yeah, must have been, because he has a pretty big place, I guess. And
Yeah, in the basement, actually. I think.
there was a couple in the basement. I remember there was a couple outside, too. But now that I think about it, like, when we were practicing at Marco's trailer, and that place is small as fuck, how the fuck were we doing that?
I do remember that, actually. It was right in the kitchen.
We were all in the kitchen just fucking
I feel like I remember seeing you guys there.
practicing a whole ass dance we were going to do in an open ass hall and shit.
And then when we did the dance at the Quince, we were like all like bunched up together because we were used to it. So it just like.
Well, I was in Marco's was in the El Tequila, which is also kind of small.
Yeah.
I remember just doing this one. That was my dance with Marco's Quince.
I don't remember his Quince that much, honestly.
Yeah, I think there's like. It was the one where we did Black Eyed Peas, The Time or whatever. Do you remember that?
You know what? Yeah.
Or was that Marvella's? Shit, I think it was Marco's.
It was Marco's.
Shit, we're dropping names left and
I
right.
know. It's all these Quinces, man. We grew up and then we had like, it was all back to back to back. It was crazy.
So many like Quince fights too, like
all the drama.
like Johnny and Shima's Quince, where they hated each other and they ended up dating or whatever. Wait, should I say that out loud?
Bleep it out.
No, we're not gonna cut this shit.
I actually forgot they dated. It's
We've
crazy.
already said worse shit on this podcast.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you guys have.
But
I was actually in her Quince too.
Shima's?
Yeah.
Who was your partner?
It was Anais, actually. I don't remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before I really actually even knew her.
Oh yeah, because she was friends with them for a little
Yeah.
while. I mean, I guess she probably still thinks they are, but
Yeah, I'm not really too sure what happened, but yeah, this was a while ago.
those Quinces, they're wild.
Whose Quince was it where she fell during her dance?
Wasn't it Marvella?
No, it was Sandra
Tina.
Quesada.
Oh.
Or Tina.
Tina?
She fell, like hardcore fell, like oh shit.
Yeah, she's what
Well, I remember Marvella's. We were supposed to carry her or something, and she kind of like slipped a little
You
bit.
just dropped her? Wow.
But no, it was just a little slip. But we got her up right away, and she started crying. She fucked it
You guys messed up.
up. Didn't she? I feel like
Damn, Marvel, it's like a diva moment.
there was a moment where she started crying because of something
I think the choreography in her Quince was like
pretty shoddy. Who
Not on
choreographed it? Choreographed it.
some random like skinny Mexican dude. I don't even know.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't fucking remember, dude. All of them blend together now. Like
I know.
Sam's, Marvelous, because that was like back to back to back.
Shit, we even had ours, too.
Oh shit, this thing's recording. Oh, now it's recording. Sorry guys, I don't have my usual technician here. Okay, Fernando. Okay, yeah, King says.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fun times.
We had ours too. I forgot about that too.
That was way before though. That was like in its own time. You know, apart from all the Quinces.
Its own.
Me, you, and Irving. But we didn't have any dances or anything, did we?
Yeah.
We did. We had
2, I think.
I think we had the vows, but that's it.
Yeah, honestly, I can't remember that much, but it was at Far America. That's all I remember for the most part.
Yeah.
Y'all got a limo too, didn't you?
Yeah, we had a
Did we?
limo.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Y'all pulled up in style for that
Like,
shit.
was it just
I
us three
remember
though? Because I don't
Just us
remember.
3 in it.
that. Well, then all your
remember a lot
like
of it.
peoples too.
Yeah, I do remember some people were in it, like Rachel and L'Oreal. I think.
That was a long time.
Who else is supposed to be in it?
Shit.
All those people.
Oh yeah, so I
Trying to
was
say that.
dating Alpha Shao at the time too. Actually,
Who?
Alpha Shao.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that she was in it too. All these random ass
Crazy.
randos. Yeah, I didn't really have anybody there, with me there, because Irving was dating L'Oreal. I think was she at the time?
I don't even remember honestly. It was such a long time ago.
Such
know what?
a long time ago.
Scratch that. I don't know anything. Fuck that shit. Yeah, Arkansas. Who else was Morales Quince?
Who was in it?
Yeah, wasn't Irving in it?
I feel like Sergio was.
I feel like Irving was in one of them. Sergio, that's right. He was with. Who was he with? Was he with Christina?
I think so.
Oh, he was with the
That's right.
skinny as B.E.A.M. I mean, sorry.
Borealis.
Everyone's just getting roasted and outed and named and dropped.
Yup.
Yeah, we're gonna bleep all these names, so you don't know what the fuck we're talking about anymore.
Nobody's safe.
Who cares? They don't watch anyway. And if they do, fuck it. What are they gonna do? Cancel us? Yeah. Any other memories from the Quince days? It's my last topic, so until we move on to the movie section.
Nothing too. Well, I guess we can go back to the Narda conversation too, because that's when she like first brought her hubby at the time,
yeah.
and he was at ours too. And he got in a huge.
Fucking hate that dude.
Fight.
Oh shit.
Oh, but yeah, that's right,
I remember he grabbed a brick and
dude.
popped some dude.
That was when I first got my first hernia. I mean, not hernia, hemorrhoid.
I was like,
Oh,
What?
they're both bad.
I don't know why the fuck like that fight. I like my butthole got a little tight for some reason, and all of a sudden I got a hemorrhoid. You know what that is?
Yeah, I know what hemorrhoid is.
It's like when your vein like goes. Anyways,
Yuck.
it's fucking terrible, dude. Like I don't get them really often anymore, but it's painful.
It happened from that fight or whatever.
Yeah, like I remember specifically after that fight, I got my first one. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Just clinching.
Because I think I got like nervous or something, and I made my whole body tight because there was like a huge fight going on outside, and it scared me as a kid, as a 15-year-old. It scared me. Yeah, fucking. I don't know who these random ass gangster looking dudes came out of nowhere.
Right.
Like I think they were Michael. Friend. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'll beat that out. He came in with like 2 other dudes, and one of the dudes started staring at Narda because I guess he knew her or something.
Oh shit.
And I thought he was there. He's like, "What the fuck is that guy looking at?" And then they went to go fucking confront him.
Yeah.
And then my dad and Irving's dad separated them or whatever, and they took it outside. And I think Johnny's little sister was out there, and she got in the aftermath of it, or like in the middle of it. Like she wasn't trying to fight him, you know, but Johnny saw her like get pushed or something during it, and Johnny was like, "I gotta get the fuck out there and get in this fight." But it was crazy.
Whose quince was that?
Ours,
I don't think I
quince.
went to your quince, honestly.
maybe not. It might have been one of those times where we weren't. Really,
We weren't.
hanging
Yeah,
out
we
or
weren't
whatever.
that close at that time. I don't think.
Well, we were close before then, and then there was like we stopped being close, and then we got close again. Wasn't there like one time where we were in junior high and like you like had enough and like call us all out or something?
That does sound like something I would do.
All I remember is you said something about me never talking, and that was supposed to be like a roast.
Oh, you know what? I do remember that actually.
Like you never fucking talk. All you do is smile. Like, and I could do it, and then all I could do because it was so awkward that I just would smile. Do you remember that?
I do remember actually vividly.
And I think we were talking for a while after that. But
Then I started hanging out with like Amber and Caitlin and all the skaters.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
started cutting myself, all that shit.
I told
Jeez.
Hey, it got depressing for a minute.
I told Amber about this once, but I was also friends with them, like kind of, and they woke me up in the middle of summer once, like summer before, when we were in school. Like I was sleeping in every day, and they randomly came to my house like at, I don't know, 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning, and I was still fucking sleeping until like 11 at the time. And my mom was like, "There's these white kids out there waiting for you on bikes," and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I went out there, and they were out there just waiting for me on the bikes. Like, yeah, we want to take you to this abandoned house. And I was like, okay. And also, like, I wasn't really used to like all this like rebel shit, I guess. So I was just following along, like, kind of staying quiet. And we broke into the it was like a house getting constructed or whatever. We were just hanging out there, and one of them pulled out a cigarette. I'm like, fuck. Damn, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I don't know how, because I don't know where we were.
hernia.
At the time.
That might have been my first hernia. That was like way before. I was like 13 or something, 12. That was my story about them. But when you start hanging out with them in 7th grade then, or 8th grade or something?
High, yeah.
Yeah. Those are weird times. Junior high was weird ass times. I don't remember any of
I
that.
think it's kind of supposed to be too.
Yeah, that's when like we're becoming teens or whatever, adults.
Yeah. It might even be weirder than high school, to be honest.
Definitely was for me at least, because it was just a fog of random memories. Like the one where there's only one memory from junior high for some reason. Every time I think about junior high, we were in a line or whatever. Oh, there was like a long ass line for lunch, and we were like hug the wall or whatever as a line. And I remember Terry,
God.
and Crystal were like next to each other, and they were just kind of fucking around.
I remember this shit.
So Terry, I'll bleep out his name, but this dude, fat dude from high school, he had like a injury when he was younger, or he had like kind of brain damage or whatever. Like his head was cut here, and him and Crystal, a crush that I used to have, were fucking around.
Same.
We're fucking around in the lunch line and putting soap or something on each other, some stupid shit like that, like hand soap. And Crystal pushed Terry's head into the wall, or like he like reacted or something, hit the wall, and it hit him right in the spot where the injury was. And he started having like a seizure in the fucking middle of lunch, and everybody was like gathered around, and Crystal was like, "Fuck, I don't know what the fuck did I kill him."
Dude, that shit was sketch, and it was also super funny too.
It was funny afterwards. I mean, not to make fun of the dude, but just how he looked, you know, on the ground.
Like a fish or what?
No, because one of his hands was up like this.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry.
Throwing out gang signs.
Yeah, we're not trying to fucking. We love everybody. No, I'm just kidding. I'll beep that out. I gotta remember all this shit I'm gonna beep out.
And again.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not gonna beep that out. I'm just gonna reverse it. So people can look at that later.
Damn.
Just reverse that clip. I'm just kidding. I'll beep it out if you want. It's up to you.
Whatever you want.
Whatever. I've said it.
We've all been there.
It's jokes, but it's all with
Hey
love.
man, sometimes it just comes out, you know. Our fucking ancestors.
I'm actually like 2% black for sure, so like,
Oh really?
whatever.
Only in the right areas.
Yeah.
The nips. I remember you had dark nips, right? not forgetting.
What the fuck?
We did some stupid ass shit when we were younger.
They lightened up a little bit.
Fuck. Should we move on to her mom's movie corner? Talk about some fucked up movies. So for her mom's movie corner, I kind of just wanted to talk about some random movies that we would watch as kids, or as not kids, as young teens. Actually, let me bring up a list of. The topic is fucked up. What's the term called? I guess. Like gore movies or what?
Gore.
Yeah, I think so.
Snuff films.
I already got my most fucked up movie I've ever seen with you guys.
Which one was that?
Martyrs for sure, I think.
The Hills Have Thighs.
That was
fucked up.
That one was really fucked up.
That was really fucked up.
So pissed because I wanted to watch the regular Hills Have Eyes.
You saw that one first? What? You saw the Hills Have Thighs first?
No, back in the day you had Dish and you could like schedule things to record for you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I thought I scheduled the Hills Have Eyes to record.
Yeah.
And then when I started watching it, it looked kind of weird. And I looked at the title and it said The Hills Have Thighs. And it was just like a porno.
Yeah, I remember going over to your house and
Like shit, we had.
you're like, let's watch The Hills Have Thighs. and then your mom like walked in and she asked you guys a question and we were just like watching porn.
We're watching a scary movie, Mom.
And then she just like walked out like, okay. Your mom was so chill.
We were still pretty young, I think, at the time.
Yeah, probably junior high school.
That's fucked up that we would like me and Fernando. I don't know if I told the story yet. It's kind of fucked up actually. Maybe I should wait for him to be on. But basically, we got introduced to porn and shit really early. Sorry, my thing's about to fall off.
With the Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, fucking Girls Gone Wild.
I feel like that's how everybody kind of started though.
We found a random ass channel. Most fucked up movies.
And then what was the other one? Naked News. I don't know if y'all remember that.
I don't remember that actually.
I don't know if I remember
like,
that.
They would just be like talking about the news and stuff, and like as they talk, they're just like slowly taking their clothes off.
What?
It was just super fucking random.
I just remember the Girls Gone Wild because that was always like a classic kind of talk. Pretty much everybody got introduced.
Well,
to
the fucking commercials were everywhere at night.
Yeah.
Yup.
Trying to fucking watch cartoons then. Hey.
Hey, here's some titties.
You know what? I'm just gonna hold it.
While you're fixing it.
I just want to say, if you ever shit your pants, we've all been there, yo. So like, you know.
When was the last time you shit your pants though? Actually.
Honestly,
Like actual shit, not just like a little squirt.
I don't even know.
I feel like it was recently, but I cannot say for sure because I don't really remember.
I've only shat my pants once, and it was kind of a fucked up moment. I was a little kid, so we were coming on the way back from Texas. You know how those fucking roads are long as fuck.
Yeah,
those drives are long as fuck.
Way too long.
And there's sections where like there's no gas stations nearby or anything. And I was holding in a shit for their fucking life, like my dear life, you know, holding as much as I can. And I finally shat it. I finally let it all go.
I finally shot it.
And I was like, fuck. And then right away, like 1 second after, I think my aunt was with us, one of our aunts. And she was like, did somebody fart? And I was like, shit.
It stinks.
Close, but I
She's like, yeah, I just farted. I'm just farting a lot back here. and I finally told my mom, and she like bought me. We finally stopped at a gas station. She bought me like pants and shit. And I had to like change it in the bathroom. Terrible memory. That was the only time I really shot my pants, to be honest. Why are we talking about this? This is our mom's movie corner. We're already fucking here.
Well, I mean, it kind of correlates too, because when you get scared, you shit your pants sometimes.
That's true. That is true. But these movies scary? They're more like
Gory, suspenseful.
fucked up than
Like
scary.
shock films.
Have you seen Raw?
The porn or the film?
Raw porn.
We're talking about wrestling.
There's this movie called Raw.
I seen that.
There's this movie called Raw that came out like in 2017. Oh shit, my bad. I started. I don't know what the fuck that was. I started. Or I saw like commercials of it and shit, and it was saying people were like leaving the theater because it was too fucked up. It's basically about people like eating raw meat and shit, and just how it was filmed, like people eating raw meat, like I don't know, some stupid shit.
Just looked really gross.
Yeah, that's one that I always want to check out, but I never did. What's the most fucked up you? As I said, Marty yours.
Marty is definitely for me.
I'd have to say a Serbian film was probably one of the most fucked up movies, and I do not advise anybody to watch it because it's really fucked up.
Is it real?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I have it on Blu-ray and I have it on DVD too.
If they made it on Blu-ray, I don't know if it's real then, because usually when it's like actual snuff films, they do only come out like a DVD or shit.
Well,
Right.
like in the regular DVD when it came, it was like a clear case, like when you would like burn CDs and shit, you'd have those clear cases, and it was like glued onto a piece of cardboard.
Maybe the story was so good that they just had to make it on Blu-ray or something. I don't know.
I don't know, but
I
it's
think I
fucking
saw
crazy.
I think you were showing us it. I saw a little bit of it, and I started like being like, "Oh, fuck this! I don't want to watch it anymore." I was trying to be badass, like this is stupid, you know. But I was actually fucking like
Disgusted
super
or what?
freaked out, disgusted. This is not too fucked up, but I remember this is a good one. I Spit on Your Grave. You showed me that movie. I don't know if did you show me the original one or the remake?
I had the remake first, and then I ended up getting the original one too.
That one was a good
The
movie.
original one was fucked up because like the retarded guy in that one was actually like fucking retarded. Like,
Oh yeah, they made him fuck her too. I know.
and then in the remake, they made him like less retarded,
Yeah,
but still very rapey. So
he was
it's
more.
like a really weird balance there.
Good little combo then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the ass man part at the end. I think or whatever.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
an ass girl or something like that. He shoved the shotgun up her ass or whatever. Good, that was a good one. My most fucked up one. Shit, I don't know, cause I didn't really see Serbian that much. I remember just like clips or whatever, so I can't really say that's the one I actually watched. So it might have been either Martyrs or I don't want to say Centipede. Human Centipede. That's too like easy.
I feel like that's a lot of people's.
Yeah,
for
a
sure.
lot of people's.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still thought it was gross and
It's still
shit.
fucked good, yeah.
The second one was like weirder. It wasn't as good. Like the first one had a good story, kind of. The second one just kind of like
The first one had a good story.
didn't it? I thought it.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
also
kinda
like it's nasty, but it's kind of scary too. Like the whole fact that you can like a scientist or some crazy guy could just kidnap you and then just
Well,
force you to do.
They
it.
went to his fucking house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right?
for
'Cause
real.
it was like,
but well, they needed help though, right? Like the car.
yeah, the car like got fucked up or whatever. He's like, shit, these girls are gonna come to my house. Fucking use them.
Yeah, like that's pretty fucking scary. It's
I like that because he like gets some water and they're drinking it. And he's like, bro, hypnol, date, rape, drug. And then they're like, what? And
Oh yeah, shit, I remember that.
I thought it was fucked up.
Do you watch this guy on YouTube? I forgot what his name is, but he just like reviews fucked up movies. Let me see if I can find him quick.
I probably have maybe.
I've like heard about a lot of disturbing movies just from this guy. Most disturbing horror movies.
So going back to
When
that,
when did go? Sorry.
oh, the Wendigo. I was say go back to that Martyrs one too. I remember there's a fucking movie that I've seen too, but the concept of it was they wanted to push the human body like to close to death as possible, right? To see how the afterlife was. Is that
Yeah.
the concept? Okay, I kind of trying to remember, but I just remember the concept was kind of cool, but it was still fucked up how they did it. Like they'd skin you,
Yeah.
and it was just nasty shit like that. I was like, Jesus.
You know, it's funny because I was actually hating that movie. Like, fuck, this is all just fucking like stupid ass gore shit, whatever, blah, blah. And but then at the end when they did like finally come
Get
to
there.
that conclusion or whatever, where she wanted to see the afterlife, I actually brought it back and I actually really liked it after that. Because at first I was kind of confused, like, how did they even get to this place?
Right.
And they were like weren't they like seeing like demons or some shit?
So the one chick who had got tortured was seeing this other chick that was tortured. When she escaped, she didn't set her free, so like it haunted her because she didn't save her. She just ran away
Oh,
when she was a little girl. So that person
oh
she's
okay,
seeing
yeah.
is
Because I remember
like,
there was like ghost scenes or something, some weird ass
yeah,
scary girl.
and it was like all in her head too. So
Yeah.
it was just like she was psycho.
So I couldn't tell if it was like a ghost movie at first and like demon shit, but then I started getting more torturing and I liked it at the end of the day. This is the guy I was talking about. Hold on, let me make sure it's muted. This fucking dude. Hold on. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that guy before.
He just talks about the most disturbing shit. There's one movie called 12 Days in Sodom or something like that. Have you heard of that?
120 Days of Sodom.
Was it that?
Yeah,
Did I fuck up the number
I
hard?
have that movie too.
Really?
Yeah,
I
that's
kind
also
of want to see it.
That's one of the other fucked up movies too. That's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's it. Solo or whatever. Solo.
Yeah.
The way he was describing some of the scenes, I was like, I don't want to fucking watch this ever in my life. But at the same time, I'm kind of curious. I want to see it. Like, like you saw the whole thing. What's back? Do you? What do you think of it? What do you think of? Were they like just eating shit and stuff a lot?
No
It's
spoilers.
bad.
Eating
It's-
poo-poo?
I don't want to spoil much, but
Is that what the Ugandans were afraid of?
These kids get fucked up. Wait, what?
Is that what the Ugandans were afraid of when they were talking about eating the poo-poo and all that shit?
I think those are Ethiopians.
Oh,
They got bigger problems, bro. They got to worry about their flies that are always going around and they smell so bad.
they got fucking. They got Ebola to worry about.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll have to watch that sometime if I'm brave enough one day. I heard some fucked up shit about it.
It's kind of boring, honestly, but
Well, I heard it doesn't even have like a good ending or anything. It just like everybody dies. I mean, not to spoil it, but
Spoilers.
The Human Centipede 2, to go back to it, was kind of like, I don't know, something about it was not as good. It was black and white, which made it like more artistic, but we couldn't see like the colors of the gross shit.
The only color you could see was like the shit. At
Oh
one
yeah,
point.
that's right.
And throughout the whole movie, I think you could only see the color of shit, which was gross.
It was like dark yellowish, greenish, or whatever. This list has Requiem for a Dream, but it's not gory, is it?
No, but the ending is fucked up.
Concept's cool. Yeah, it was kind of cool.
I saw it recently, actually. I showed it to Elise. He's like, "Why the fuck are you showing me this movie? It's depressing as fuck."
Yeah, true.
It honestly is. Have you seen the movie Kids?
No, but I've heard of... Oh, wait, no. It might have been a different one. What's the Kids about?
So Kids is about like all these like young teenagers and kids in the city, and they just like do a bunch of hood rat shit. But it's fucked up because like the one of them is like 14 or 15, and he likes to take the virginity of girls that are like 13 or 12. And so that's like his goal is like that's all he wants to do throughout the whole movie. But he has AIDS,
Oh, damn.
so he's taking all these little girls' virginities and he's giving them AIDS and HIV and shit. So, you know, at the end of the movie, this girl's trying to find him because he gave her AIDS. She ends up blacking out at this party, and the guy's best friend ends up raping her, and so he gets AIDS from her. So it's just like it's a really fucked up movie.
So it's not really like more gory, just like fucked up concepts.
It's the concept of like these kids just don't give a shit and like just spreading diseases. You know, it's just fucked up.
It reminds me of that old tale that people would say about, like somebody would wake up after like a night of sleeping, the person would be gone, and they would go to like the restroom or something, and in the mirror it was written like, "Welcome to the world of AIDS" or whatever. People just go out there and just fuck just to give AIDS out.
Ruin people's lives with that.
Pretty much. That's a fucked up concept in real life.
Yeah.
If that happens.
Probably super illegal. Just saying.
Probably it's like a
Felony.
attempted
AIDS giver.
attempted AIDS transference
In the first degree.
in the first degree.
Man, these lists suck. They don't really give out the actual fucking.
Inside's a good movie too. That's a French film where she's pregnant and this bitch like breaks in her house and like tries to take the baby out of her. Really gory.
Do you remember Teeth?
Hell yeah! I just watched that like a couple months back. Vagina Denturo. Vagina Denturo.
I just saw that movie recently too. It's kind of fucked. It's still fucked.
I didn't see it since the time we saw it way back in the day. But
It was on Netflix for a little bit. It was kind of fucked up. Though.
what? It was on fucking Netflix.
Yeah, it was weird. I was surprised too. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, all these newer ones, like Green Inferno. I guess it's not that new, but that one wasn't too bad either. I saw that one recently.
It's not bad, but just the whole fact that it's like it's true still. You know, like there's actually places out there that
Still have
cannibals. You know,
yeah.
as people, and you can't go to their. There's a lot of cool places like that. Cool, like as a concept wise, it's not cool to go there, you know. But the fact that it's still a thing is just wild.
Yeah, there are some like uncontacted tribes in like South America or some shit. And they like fuck each other.
They're
and all
protected
that.
too. Like you can't even go there.
one of them was called North Sentinel Island.
Yeah,
Actually, like I looked up it recently or whatever. Some fucking dumbass. Not to say that all these people are dumb, but some dumb Christian recruiter guy or whatever was trying to go get him to like try to go show him God or whatever, and they ended up killing him.
Killed him.
Like fuck your God.
Yeah, the places. I mean, the picture of that island is huge too. So I mean,
Yeah, it was pretty big actually. I can't find any good ones. These are all terrible lists. But there was, I was watching that one new guy. He was telling me a bunch of them. I try to remember some of them, but he was naming off like just random ass like ones. One of them was called like I forgot what the Japanese name was called, but basically translated to like human milk.
Yuck.
And it's basically like just a bunch of like girls in a line, and they're all like eating each other's assholes, but then they start like shitting or whatever.
gross.
And then one of them like tries to shit, but there's like a bubble that comes out, like pops in her face. Ah, that's fucking stupid. I don't know why the fuck we're talking about this shit, man.
The nasty movies.
Everyone's gonna be like,
Well, their movies are just fucked.
this is the section where they turn off the podcast. To be honest, let's talk about. Wait, what the fuck?
Hey, people have fetishes, man. Though. People might just kind of like this too. I don't know.
Let's talk about something at least a little less
Nasty.
gory, but still a little gory. The Saw movies, because that's something me and Nathea bonded over a lot. If you like the Saw movies, they're actually really good. Like the whole series itself, from start to finish. How many are there? 7, 6 or 7?
9.
Well, like I meant like the original like
Oh, then the 7,
line, yeah. Because the
first
newer
7.
ones. Did you like the Spinal? I finally saw it.
I did actually like Spiral. It was a
Spiral,
twist.
yeah. Spiral. I thought it was okay. I didn't like it too much. I didn't like the guy. What's his name? The partner. He ended up being the killer or whatever.
Oh, the mortician or some shit.
It was Chris Rock.
Oh yeah.
Chris Rock's partner ended up being like the guy that was doing everything. I don't know if you ever saw that one.
No, I think I just saw like the original, so like the first 7 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then after that, and then watch it because Jigsaw's just
They are like gore movies or whatever.
Yeah.
But I watch them for the plot. Just like porn, you know. I watch them for the plot.
So Jigsaw, he's still freaking. It's crazy, you know. He's still one of the best serial killers out there, movie-wise, obviously. But
So
cool.
Saw 10's coming out, I think, this year.
Is it? They're still making more after fucking.
They're gonna keep it going. I think they're gonna go back to the original route, so it'll be like after Saw 7 or something. I don't know. It'll be crazy.
Is that actor still doing it?
Yeah. Tobin Bell's. I think he's coming back to.
Good, because I love this character. Fucking hell, man! This thing's fucking.
just a little bit.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. One of my favorite twists from that. Well, first of all, the whole the theme or whatever, the music, when the twist happened, is my fun best thing about them for me. I remember the first time I saw it like in a small ass DVD, personal DVD or whatever. And my dad had the movie for some reason, and I was watching it like in the floor just with the DVD, and I fell in love with it right away. I was like, holy shit!
Plus the theme song.
The theme song, fucking. I have that as my Rocket League theme.
They have that on there.
Yeah, they have the Saw theme.
I have that on my soundboard too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's pretty cool.
Sorry, guys.
Jesus. I just hold the mic at this point, honestly.
Because this thing keeps falling off.
Oh shit.
Anyways, is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? We already did like an hour, which is more than we usually do.
It's perfect. Nothing else new. This is a good. I feel like it's a good way to intro some of the beans in the squad.
You guys finally saw Jose for the first time.
Blue bean.
Well, I mean, besides the intro, like
Yeah. I'll be on more videos though. I promise.
I'm thinking of starting to make like beans for people, like come on the pod, like search Fat Sergio. So I'll probably have like a huge ass bean for him. So if you want to like kind of work with me in the concept for yours, if you want, I don't know, send me some ideas or whatever. I'm sorry guys, you couldn't hear this the whole time. It's actually louder on this, but once I edit it, it's not that bad. It's louder in the headset.
Yeah.
Thanks guys for joining us.
Jesus Christ.